Thank you for joining me. This is Fly My Phantom, and this is OBS. OBS is a tool used by YouTubers like myself for putting videos together. You can set scenes up, so I've got a right side screen, down camera, face camera, left screen, etc. And what I would do is, if I were to switch between them, I would have to have something like this. This is just a numeric keypad, and then I'd have number 1, for instance, for left screen, right screen, down cam. Then I'd use the buttons here to turn on and off things. I have a button up here to start recording, a button for start streaming. The problem was with this is it's so easy to forget which button you need to press, and obviously over time I did learn. So I came across this really neat tool, and it's called Touch Portal. I'm going to show you Touch Portal. This is the program for Touch Portal. Oh, I'm not on there. Let me just turn my face cam on. There we go. So in Touch Portal, you basically have this program that runs within Windows. But that's just an interface. The whole work is done either on an iOS device or an Android device. So I can turn off my face like that. I can turn on my down cam if I want to. Now you can see the actual iPad itself with the program on it. Excuse me. In 3, 2, 1. And because they're all marked up, if I just lift up to the camera, you'll see they've all got little icons on. Then it's easier to remember what's what with it. So there's a recording button at the top, there's also a stream button at the bottom there, and across here I've got my left screen. I can turn the face cam on and off. On the right screen like that, I can put the image in the background. So hey look, I've got a Phantom 2 Vision Plus hovering behind me. Switch to left screen, I can turn my face cam on, I can put the image behind me. I can switch to down cam on as well. On the right screen, same again, I can turn the down cam on and off, simply just by touching buttons on an iPad, as opposed to clicking physical buttons on one of these numeric keypads. So how does it work? Well, basically, dead simple. Let me go back over to the actual program itself here. You set up buttons on here, and then you assign them a value or a task. Now, originally I mentioned that if you have one of these, you assigned a hotkey to it. But these don't. These are actually quite clever, because you can actually integrate OBS settings just down here. So for instance, this one is set to OBS scene selection, turn on left screen. This one, OBS selection right side or right screen, depending on how you want to name it. And if I go to this one, for instance, this one is toggle left screen down camera. There's also other things you can do with them as well. If I just go to this one here, there's things like you can write text, virtual key press, press and hold key, mouse click. There's so many things. I haven't been through all of this yet, because literally I've had it for a day and I've just been trying. I thought I'll put a video together and show you this really cool program called Touch Portal. Now it's $13.99 for a full version, but you can just have a trial version where you only have 4 across and 2 down, so you'd have 8 buttons in total. If that's enough for you, great, fantastic. You can use the free version all that you want, although some other things are slightly limited as well. But as I said, you can do everything with it. So if I want to stop record, I'd hit the stop record button there. If I want to start streaming, I'd hit the stream button there. This is just be off to the side. And because obviously there's only a limited amount of buttons on the keypad, the problem I was having was, when I do my recordings of the tools and so on that I have, sometimes I have to enter a value, and I'll hit 1. And if I'm on scene 3, then hitting 1 changes the scene that you see in OBS to scene 1. So then I've got to edit that bit out of the actual recording and make sure I remember to do it, else the video just looks stupid. This doesn't use numbers, doesn't use any type of key. It literally integrates through the OBS software, and it does that by using, just find the right part here. Here we go. Something called WebSocket server settings. Let me just turn off the down cam for a second. There we go. In here, basically you can see here the program Touch Portal has made a connection through the WebSocket to the OBS software, so it allows me to control everything straight from the iPad here. And I can literally just go right screen, turn off the down cam, turn off the face like I said. And you can also, because I've got that image there, I could program it with another image or a video or something, so I can then change that depending on sort of what mood I'm in. It's really good, it's really clever. As I said, there's so much to it. Let me just go back over to the right screen and turn off the down cam. There's all these tabs here: values, events, flows. No idea what they are. No doubt in time I will learn what they are. But But if you're just starting out with OBS, and you're starting about, work out how to use it, and you want to have scene selection like I do, then this is absolutely fantastic. It's just cool. I've been having so much fun playing with it. But it is a nightmare to set up. The instructions aren't really great. It's basically all just trial and error to get it to do what you want it to do. But it's $13.99, well spent as far as I can see. So if you're, like I said, starting out in the world of YouTube, you're using OBS. You can use OBS for so many things like Twitch, streaming, all that kind of thing. It's a really good tool, and it really does help. It's helped me a lot since I took OBS on a few years back. I was just doing a camera up here and a camera up there and linking the two together in some kind of editing suite and so on. Having OBS gives me a lot more flexibility in what I can do. It's a really, really good tool, and it's free. I don't know how they make it free, but they made it free. It's fantastic. So yeah, Touch Portal. Now here's the confusing part. You don't activate the Windows program. You buy the full app version, which is really weird. Most people would assume I did. I thought you upgraded the Windows thing, but you don't. You buy the whole app version. You can download it as a trial, and if you go into settings, there's an upgrade your Touch Portal experience in there. You can buy the full version of it. But because you do start with 4x2, it's 8 buttons. As I said, if 8 buttons is enough for you, then brilliant. You go ahead and you carry on using the free version for as long as you want. There are other things that are slightly stunted as well. You can't do as much in the trial version as you can in the full version, but if you just want it for basic setting up to start streaming, start recording on OBS, then it's a brilliant little tool, and it's so easy to use. Well, it is once you get used to the idea of it. But that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, take care, and remember, fly safely. I'm now going to stop the video by hitting the recording button. Bye bye.